All right, cool. So down here at Wadapalooza, and I got a little bit of time to kind of put these workouts out because I'm sure it's going to get a little hectic for the next couple days. So Monday, excuse me, Snatch Complex. We did this back in December of 18, um, but we were a little lighter. We went at 75%. So what you need to do is, I'm sure you guys put your score in Wodify. I mean, I know nobody would go without doing that. I mean, it's an amazing program. Why not use it? So, check out what you did because it's supposed to be at 70% of your one rep max snatch. It's a power snatch from the floor, and then go down to the hang position and do a hang full snatch. And I know none of you have actually maxed out that day because it didn't call for maxing out, it called for 70%. So egos were definitely not brought to the gym that day, and I'm sure you're following the program to a precise T, because that would be not cool if you didn't. Because then, if you maxed out, now we're expecting you to go 5% heavier. So then you're going to be failing. So what you need to do is, hopefully you listened and you'll put 5% more on the bar, because again, what's going to end up happening is in the future we may go up to, yeah, 80%. So you get five turns to do one rep at 75% uh, of your one rep max on this complex. Realistically, you should barely be able to power snatch 70%, 75% of your one rep full snatch to begin with. Um, that's not true with me, but I'm just explaining like in a perfect world. So anyway, once we're through with that and you can compare your scores, hopefully, now we're going to do back squat. You get 3 chances to go as heavy as you can, 5 reps. So it's a 5 rep max, okay? So, you're going to take about 12 minutes to get through this. You're going to take about 10, 12 minutes to get through this. And then the workout is, it's actually a good one. It's 3 rounds. So you have a 10-minute cap. So figure out where you're at that you're not going to go above 10 rounds or 10 minutes because there's a penalty for that. And I hope the coaches are paying attention. So if you're a badass, you're going to do 3 rounds. You're going to do 4 muscle ups, ring muscle ups. If it's bar muscle ups, I'll specify. 4 ring muscle ups, 8 power snatch, 12 calorie assault bike. You're going to do that for 3 rounds as fast as you can. If you're L2, you're going to do 3 rounds of 8 chest to bar pull-ups, 8 power snatch, 95-65, 12 calorie row. If you're L1, 16 ring rows, 8 power snatch at this weight, 12 calorie assault bike. I want to address L1, L2, L3 in a minute, but let's finish this. Tuesday's conditioning piece is 17.5 of last year. It's a 40-minute cap. So you're going to get in, you're going to get your warm-up really good, and then you're going to get prepped and ready to go. Some of you may crush this workout, okay? And if you get a lot of time left over, then you can do some ancillary work, some accessory movements or something like that, or maybe just jump on, a rower or a bike and just kind of go at Z1, Z2 just to kind of flush your system. This is a smoker. This is horrible. There is a 40-minute cap, 10 rounds, the RX weight, 9 thrusters at 95 or 65, 35 dumbbell unders. This is going to get really, really old fast, okay? If you remember last year, it was the last year's open workout, 17.5, the last one. Wednesday, hump day, conditioning, 3 rounds. So 5 minutes on the rower for calories, 5 minutes of 100-meter runs. Okay, so there's going to be a 50-meter mark and back. You're going to have 5 minutes to go to the 50 meters and back, which is 1 rep. 50 meters and back, 2 reps. 50 meters and back, 3 reps. Every completed 100-meter run is a rep, okay? So the calories for the row, each 100-meter run is a rep for runs. Then you're going to do max bike calories on a bike, and then you're going to have a 1-minute max burpees. You're going to do that 3 rounds. So that comes out to be, that's correct, 48 minutes. Thursday, skill work. We're going to work on toe to bar. If you don't have toe to bar, we're going to try to give you some progressions and try to get you to hang a little bit and get your swing going, get your kip. If you do have toe to bar, we want to see you string them together. Start really, really getting your kip going. Watch your hand health. Don't rip your hand. 2 parts to Thursday's conditioning piece. Part A, 10 minutes of Cindy. We used to do a lot of this. This is stuff we need to bring back. This is my fault for not putting more body weight stuff in, but we need to really start focusing on body weight. If you really want to get better and the Open's coming, you guys better, you competitive athletes better be really working on your muscle ups, your handstand push-ups, and your pistols. Stay on top of that stuff. So Cindy is 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. The standards on the pull-ups, chin over bar. It doesn't have to be chest to bar. The standards on the push-ups. I'm a big fan of both your chest and your hips hitting the floor. Some people just want your chest. That can be a little harder sometimes, but that's why sometimes we'll do hand release push-ups to make sure that you're hitting the standard. But also don't forget, at the top you want to be locked out on the elbows. Okay, this isn't Jersey Shore. We're not doing quarter push-ups for the club. 15 air squats. A lot of people don't stand up at the top on air squats. They're still leaning forward at the hips. You must be triple extension, not ankles, knees, hips, and then your back angle going like this. That is not extended. This can be your shoulders, this can be your hips, this can be your ankle. It should be one straight line. If you're 5'9", you need to be standing 5'9" on the top. Your hip crease should be below the kneecap on the bottom, okay? Another subject I want to talk about as far as some people just love to either, I don't even want to say it, but focus on your technique. I promise you'll get better. Stop worrying about your score. There, I'll leave it at that. This is so you get a 5-minute rest. This is kind of a good one. I might even make that a 10-minute rest. So 10 minutes, 20, yeah. Because I'm trying to, give you a little bit more rest. This one's going to be tricky. There's strategy involved in this, right? So, 5 rounds for time. It's basically unbroken wall ball. Some of you may be able to just blow through a lot of this right away. So in other words, 20 wall ball unbroken. If you want to drop the ball, shake it out, that's fine. Then 25 unbroken, shake it out, then do 30, then do 35, then do 40. Hey, listen, man, if you can do 20 and just continue on and do another 25 and continue on and do another 30, I don't care. I mean, as long as these sets are unbroken. If for some reason, let's say you're on a 35 and you get to 32 and you drop the ball, technically you're supposed to start all over from 35. You don't have to start from the beginning. So the strategy to this is trying to figure out where you need to break. So if you got to do 20, or not necessarily where you need to break, because I'm forcing the break in there unless you can blow right through it all. But you got to figure out what your rest period time would need to be before you start failing. Because this is really about threshold training, knowing your threshold, knowing how far you can push it. I'm telling you, even if you stop at the top and pause or stop at the bottom and pause, that's not unbroken, man. You need to be moving nonstop. That doesn't mean you can hold the ball at the top and just because it doesn't hit the ground, it's unbroken. No, constantly moving. So this is going to be an interesting one. I want to see this. So your time is basically, once you get those 5 sets of, and we're not going to call this rounds, we're going to call it sets, 5 sets, because I don't want people to think they got to do this whole gamut 5 times. Going into Friday, again, same situation. Back in December 22nd, we hit this complex. You did 70%. You should have done 70%. I know some of you probably just decided, I'm going to max out because, you know what, I'm freaking badass. Well, guess what? Now you maxed out, add 5% on that, baby. And then the next time we do it, add another 5%. So, follow the rules, bitches. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I might have to edit this. I'm talking to you guys. Anyway, deadlift. 5, 5, and 5. So you got 3 chances to hit a 5-rep heavy set on deadlifts. I would wait to the last set. Careful on the deadlifts, guys, especially when you're doing multiple reps. I don't care if you drop it from the top, but you know what, man? I'm not a fan of it. Um, I would rather see you get the eccentric portion of that movement because that's the part that's going to make you badass. I don't want to see bouncing. There's a right way and a wrong way to kind of catch a little bit of a bounce off the floor, but if your elbows are bending and you're punching that bar into the ground to catch a rebound, then that's really the heck is that? That's really not a good standard. Okay. Um, conditioning piece, 3 minutes. So it's like three-minute workouts with a 1 minute rest in between. You're gonna go up the ladder, you're gonna pick up where you left off. So 3 minute clock starts. Boom. You're gonna do one swing, one weighted box step up, and then one handstand push up. Two swings, two weighted box step ups, two handstand push ups. I'm looking at L2. Three, three, three. When that clock is stopped at 3 minutes, you get a 1 minute rest, and then you're going to pick up where you left off and continue up the ladder. Okay. Now, for the advanced, you're going to use a heavy kettlebell swing, 106 or 70. The beast is that the 106 is the beast. You're going to take that same kettlebell, all of you. You're going to put that kettlebell. It's weighted box step ups. Yeah, you could probably put it on. You can hold it like a suitcase. I'd rather see it either over your shoulder or in the front rack position, but hold it as you will, but you're not allowed to put it on your quad when you get on the box. And then for the level 3 badasses, you're going to do a handstand walk. So the number 1 rep, you're going to do 10 feet. The second round, 20 feet. The third round, 30 feet. You understand? As you go up the ladder, handstand walk. I'm not going to be a jerk and say it's got to be unbroken, especially as you get a little further. If you fall or you stop, you got to pick up exactly where you left off. Don't cheat and do some really lean far ahead into it. No, wherever you fall, you got to back up, say a couple feet and start again. And then level 2 is handstand push-ups, same reps. Level 3 is box dips. So you're kind of like on the end of a box and doing a deep dip for those reps. Extra credit is glute ham sit-ups. That is it, guys and girls. I hope everybody has a great weekend and enjoy this week's training protocol. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to save it. Bye.